Hey everyone, I am your girl, Carol, your certified health, wellness, and life coach. Welcome. Come on in to Carol's Coaching Corner. So today's video, I want to talk about accountability and owning your ish. Okay? So if you are one of those people that life is perfect, it's grandiose, you never do anything wrong, everything is just absolutely divine in your life, then this video is not for you. Not at all. But you are welcome to stay, of course. But let's get into this. You are one of those people that always has things going on in your world. There's always drama. There's always someone saying something bad about you. Someone doesn't like you. They said this. They said that. Woe is me. This is hurting. That is hurting. I don't feel well. This isn't going well. That isn't going well. If that is who you are, then let's have a talk. Let's sit down and let's have a serious conversation. What I find in life is that we do reap what we sow, and that karma is a real thing. I believe it's almost impossible for the same people to constantly have the same things happen to them on an ongoing basis. So then the question becomes, or should become, what part am I playing in this? What am I doing to bring all of this negative energy around me? Because again, we are responsible and should be accountable for the energy that we have that surrounds us. And again, if you put the negative out, you are going to reap the negative. So this is the thing. And I myself have been guilty of blaming others for my actions. I have had those moments where I have been in a position where I have blamed others for things that have gone on in my life. There were times when I just wasn't in a good position to really see how I was responsible for the many things that was happening to me. And so a lot of people are in that same predicament and they just don't see it. And sometimes it's hard to see it unless you have someone in your life that is really going to hold you accountable and say, listen here, this is what I see. This is what you may need to take a look at. And if you value that person's opinion enough, you just may take the time to stop and look inward at yourself. It is so imperative that we look inward, that we constantly look to evolve our lives for the better, because life is constantly evolving, things are constantly changing, and we want to constantly evolve and change with the world, with the universe. So in order to do that, we sometimes have to really look at what is going on around us, look at the energy that we are putting out, and by looking at that energy and really starting to experience what we're putting out and understanding that, that is when we can start to take accountability. You know, once you really take a look at the part you play, the role you play in bringing certain energies around you, I can promise you it is so exhilarating to finally be able to recognize it and release it and to start to change the way you bring on energy into your life, to change the way you deal with certain things, the way you handle things, to take accountability and responsibility for what you say to others, what you put out to others, the things that you've done to others. You see, we're going to constantly blame others until we really are open our minds enough. Open your mind, open your heart, and be willing to accept and understand the part you play. Because once again, if you don't acknowledge something, you can't change it. You cannot change what you don't acknowledge. You first have to recognize that there is a problem. You first have to recognize the part that you play in that. You have to recognize that in order to change it. So if you are watching this video and you recognize some of the traits or realize that, you know what, I have been surrounded by a lot of negative in my life right now, or there's just a lot going on that I don't like and I just don't understand it, take a moment to yourself. Don't complain about it. Don't take the time to constantly, especially if you've been talking about it over and over and over again. People sometimes get tired of hearing it, and you're going to push others away. You're going to push the positive influences and the positive people that are in your life. You're going to push them away if you don't open up your mind, open up your heart, and be willing to really take a unbiased look at what is going on and the part you're playing. Take that time, do that for yourself, and start to heal from within. Take the time so that you yourself can be a positive influence on others. Just remember, being accountable, taking accountability is a wonderful thing. So listen, I hope that someone has been able to get some really positive information from here. And listen, hit me up and let me know if there's been a time that you have needed to be accountable, or you don't know how to be accountable, or you just don't know how to come out of the situation that you are in. You just don't know how to change things. If you're having that experience, hit me up. Let's talk about it in these comments. Okay, but as always, if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. Please remember to have a peaceful, playful, and productive day, and I will see you on the next video.